Welcome, my friend, to another powerful time in God's presence. Today, we dive into Psalm 9, a psalm of praise, justice, remembrance, and triumph. Written by David, this psalm is both a song of celebration and a declaration of trust in the righteous judgment of God. Have you ever felt like evil was winning? Like injustice was going unchecked? Then Psalm 9 is for you. It reminds us that God is still on the throne, still defending the righteous, and still remembering the cries of the afflicted. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We are walking together through all 150 Psalms, one day at a time, and you don't want to miss what God wants to say through His Word. Let's now read one. I will praise you, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will tell of all your marvelous works. 2. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. 3. When my enemies turn back, they shall fall and perish at your presence. 4. For you have maintained my right and my cause. You sat on the throne, judging in righteousness. 5. You have rebuked the nations. You have destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. 6. O enemy, destructions are finished forever, and you have destroyed cities. Even their memory has perished. 7. But the Lord shall endure forever. He has prepared his throne for judgment. 8. He shall judge the world in righteousness, and he shall administer judgment for the peoples in uprightness. 9. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. 10. And those who know your name will put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. 11. Sing praises to the Lord, who dwells in Zion. Declare his deeds among the people. 12. When he avenges blood, he remembers them. He does not forget the cry of the humble. 13. Have mercy on me, O Lord. Consider my trouble from those who hate me, you who lift me up from the gates of death. 14. That I may tell of all your praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in your salvation. 15. The nations have sunk down in the pit which they made. In the net which they hid, their own foot is caught. 16. The Lord is known by the judgment he executes. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Meditation. Selah. 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. 18. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. 19. Arise, O Lord, do not let man prevail. Let the nations be judged in your sight. 20. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Selah. Let's delve deeper into the verses. A heart that praises. Verses 1 to 2. David begins with worship. Not a complaint, not a request, but a full-hearted commitment to praise. I will praise you, O Lord, with my whole heart. This is the model of how to face trials, not by looking around at problems, but by lifting our eyes to the one who reigns above them all. Notice how David says, I will tell of all your marvelous works. Praising God is not just personal, it's also public. David declares God's works as a testimony to others. It's a reminder that your worship can shift atmospheres around you. We are called to rejoice even when we don't feel like it. Not because our enemies are gone, but because God is still good. The praise that begins in the heart must find its way to our lips. If you're feeling overwhelmed, start by praising. Even through tears, even in the middle of the storm. That's the path to peace. God the righteous judge, verses 3 to 8. This section reveals a powerful truth. God does not ignore injustice. David saw enemies fall, but not by his own strength. It was God who judged, who intervened, who ruled. You sat on the throne judging in righteousness. You have destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name. These are not acts of human vengeance. They are righteous responses by a holy God. Verse 8 is a turning point. He shall judge the world in righteousness. This is not just past victories, it is a promise for the future. God will always do what is right. If you've been mistreated or if evil seems to be winning, remember, God is still judging. Not on our timeline, but always with justice. His throne is never empty. Trust the judge. He has never misruled, not once. God remembers the humble, verses 9 to 13. The heart of this psalm is found in these verses. God is called a refuge for the oppressed. He doesn't just watch from heaven. He steps into our brokenness. Verse 10 is a powerful promise. Those who know your name will put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. God is not in the business of abandonment. He remembers, he holds. David also prays honestly. Have mercy on me, ... Consider my trouble, ... you who lift me up. It shows that faith and pain can exist in the same breath. You don't have to pretend to be okay to approach God. In fact, Psalm 9 shows us that bringing your weakness to Him is a form of worship. When others forget you, when life beats you down, remember, the Lord does not forget the cry of the humble. The central message of Psalm 9 is this: God sees, God judges, and God remembers. We often ask, where is God when injustice wins? This psalm answers, He is on the throne, and He is with the broken. He does not delay out of apathy, but out of mercy. His justice is not always immediate, but it is always complete. This psalm reminds us to anchor our hope in God's character. He is just. He is merciful. He is near, and He is not silent. Every tear, every injustice, every forgotten cry is seen by the one who writes history. Psalm 9 challenges us not only to trust, but to praise even while waiting. Because praise declares our faith in what God will do, even when we haven't seen it yet. If you are waiting for justice, waiting for rescue, waiting for restoration, Psalm 9 invites you to worship while you wait. Victory and remembrance, verses 14 to 20. The psalm closes with David declaring that God has lifted him up from the gates of death and brought him to the place of praise. The picture is one of resurrection. From the lowest place to the highest expression of worship, this is the God we serve. Then, in poetic justice, David writes, the nations have sunk down in the pit they made. Of all backfires, God ensures that the traps of the wicked become their own downfall. Verse 18 gives hope. The needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish. God's delays are not God's denials. Finally, David cries, Arise, O Lord. Let the nations know they are but men. In the end, all pride will bow, all empires will fall, but God will reign. Psalm 9 is a song of justice and joy. It invites us to trust God's justice, praise His goodness, and rest in the truth that He does not forget His people. So today, take a moment to reflect. Where do I need to trust God's judgment again? Where have I stopped praising? And am I willing to rejoice, even while I wait. Let Psalm 9 stir your heart, lift your voice, and strengthen your soul. You are not forgotten. God is still King, and justice is coming.